How on earth have I never heard of this one before, given how unique and quirky it is? The idea behind the cat-guided bomb was that America wanted to improve targeting enemy battleships, so some genius came up with a plan of strapping a cat to a bomb. Now the logic behind this was that cats always land on their feet when thrown from high places. So scientists figured if they put a cat in a bomb, rig it to a harness so it could control the flaps on the bomb and then drop the bomb near an enemy battleship, the cat's natural fear of water will make it steer the bomb towards the ship. Ta-da! You have a cat-guided bomb. Apparently this idea never made it past testing because the cat always passed out mid-air. So the next weapon that the geniuses in the White House had whipped up was a gay bomb. Before I tell you about the gay bomb, here's a little joke for you guys. What do gay people see an upside down chair as? A seat for four? Okay, so the gay bomb was a physiochemical weapon concept that America had come up with once again.
Our enemies are gay.
A brief explanation of this one. The aim was to release clouds of gas over enemy camps. In simple terms, this cloud of gas would make the soldiers gay and attracted to each other, so they would fuck. In more complex terms, they looked at using chemicals which contain human sexual pheromones which act as, oh god, aphrodisiacs. That actually wasn't that bad. This was based on research done on rhesus monkeys.
I want to suck your dick.
Great success.
This report was written up by Wright Laboratory, who actually won a Nobel Prize for instigating research and development on chemical weapons. But I'm not surprised that this one didn't make it past testing either. Actually, I don't even know if it got past testing. I'm pretty sure the only thing this got was a 3-page report, and the guy asked for £7 million to make it, or something like that. Okay, so this one didn't really fail, but it's probably the most over-the-top, overkill weapon I've seen. And also, it's an actual war crime just to have one. That's how bad it is. So, a bayonet is the knife that you put on the end of a gun. I'm sure you know this. And I'm sure you know what a flamethrower is. It just releases fire. So, with this weapon, you first burn your enemy, then you utilise the close combat system and stab them with the bayonet. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I think they'll be dead from the flamethrower alone.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
The next weapon is the Ara. This is an Indian weapon and it's a flexible and very long sword. It's kind of hard to explain the ridiculousness of this weapon in words or my amazing pictures, so I'm just going to play a small video showing the Ara in action.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Yep, it's basically a giant flexible tape measure. The Indians discovered not long after that it's actually quite impractical as it takes a lot of energy to wield. I will say though, if I come up against someone wielding the Ara, it does form a very good barrier. It makes it nearly impossible for me to even reach them. So, I guess it's got positives. The last weapon we have is the Calibri, and this might be the funniest weapon I've ever seen. It's a 2mm gun and it was the smallest commercially available gun at that time. The bullet weighs 0.2 grams and it has a muzzle energy when fired of 4 joules. To put this into perspective for you guys, an average human punch is around 10 to 15 joules. It is half a human punch. Here is a picture to put into perspective the actual size of the bullet. As you can see, it is tiny. Since it had minuscule bullets, reloading became an issue very quickly. This gun also had so many other issues with it that they eventually just advertised it as a ladies' self-defense weapon, small enough to fit inside a handbag. Now that is an insult to ladies. How the f is this puny gun going to protect them? It doesn't even leave a dent in the attacker, it's worse than a Nerf gun. This weapon was discontinued in 1914 when the war began, and probably when they saw what the Calibri was coming up against in the war.